Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I want to make a more melodic beat, something for like Roddy Ricch or Polo G. I'm definitely feeling like using a vocal, maybe a guitar, and we'll see what else. So let's just get straight to the video. Alright, so I'll just start with this picked acoustic guitar in contact. Let's bump the BPM up to about 175. And then let's just start a D minor. I might switch it up later like I usually do, but we'll start off with the D. Since we're working in a higher BPM like 175, I actually want the notes to be a bit longer. So I'll start off with this D5 right here. Do like this, and I'll just invert this middle note right here. Maybe something like this. It's giving me like some Roddy Ricch vibes right there. And I'm gonna paste this over but pitch it down 4 semitones. Just make sure to adjust this second note right here so it fits inside the scale. Make sure to extend the notes so they sound a bit smoother. So now I just copied this melody over on this side as well. But for this second part, I definitely want to add some more higher notes. So it's going to be a bit of a difference between this first part and the second part. So since we're starting on this D5, I'm just going to go to the D 2 octaves up. It's this D7 right here. Just hold Alt on my keyboard and adjust it slightly to the side like that. And then we can probably just add a C right here as well. See how that sounds. Yeah, you can hear it. So now we're hearing the difference in these higher notes, but also a very cool trick you guys can use, especially on guitar melodies, is actually to find a note like this F5 right here. Just hold shift on my keyboard, click on it once, and then control up twice. So it's going to pitch it up 2 octaves. And then you just want to lower the velocity a tiny bit and then adjust it slightly to the side by holding Alt on your keyboard again and moving it with your mouse. This is actually going to give it like a strum effect, so you're hitting 2 notes at the same time, and it sounds like this. Now if you just use this trick with several of the notes, so we can use it on this E as well, just slightly. Now remember to adjust the velocity of all the notes. Now I'm just going to add some effects to the guitar. Start off with some RC20. Not too much though, I just want it to be a bit of a touch in the background. Also some Rome, just a bit as well. And then just a bit of saturation as well. Lastly, just some EQ. Now there's these beautiful melodic type of beats. I definitely want to add a vocal so it fits together with the guitar. So pretty much my go-to for vocals is either this hooked bank right here or distant voices in Arcade. For this one, I think I'm going to use hooked, look through the presets and see if I can find a nice one. Now for the vocal, you definitely want to try to find some emotional phrases. I typically like going for female voices, but you can actually also find some male voices and pitch them up by 1 octave. You just have to find something that's going to sound good with the guitar either way. This sounds crazy. Think I know what I want. Yeah. That vocal right there is actually perfect. It gives it this emotional vibe, but it still has a lot of feeling to it. Now I just want to add some reverb to the vocal. So I'm going to be using this spacious vocal preset right here. And make sure to add some EQ so you can cut out some other highs. I want the vocal to be a bit in the background. You can actually also add some delay to the vocal, but if you're using Arcade, I usually like going to the preset right here. And if you look all the way to the left, you'll usually find like a delay or echo type effect. So you can just turn this knob up a bit. Yeah, now you can hear the difference. Alright, so I actually found this synth type of sound in the Gravel Roads preset. It actually sounds like this. So it actually just hits on the root notes on this D, this A sharp, and this C right here. So you can actually just find any sound that you like and put it on the root notes of the melody. And it's actually going to sound pretty similar, but I like the way this sounds, so I'm just going to stick with this. Just make it a bit more ambient. So now I'm just going to add a texture to the melody, and that should pretty much be it for the sample. I'm just going to use this stranded texture from my drum kit. I'll just go to this time knob and just make sure to stretch it on time. So now we pretty much have the sample down. I just want to see if I can pitch it up or down to make it sound even cooler. So if you just go to the mixer and hit Control on your keyboard and just highlight all the inserts you've been using, then you can go down to this arrow right here and just right click and hit route to this track only. Now it's going to route all the tracks to the channel you chose. In this case, it's this 5th insert right here. Then I'm just going to open up this SoundShifter tool from Waves and pitch it up or down and see what sounds good. Yeah, I like the way it sounds pitched down right. So now let's just get in with the drums. So when it comes to the drums, I like starting off with clap. I'm going to start off with this foam clap right here. Now if you listen to songs from Polo G or Roddy Ricch, you'll usually hear the hi-hats being super basic. So literally everything I'm going to do is just right click on this hi-hat and click on fill each 2 steps. Then on the piano roll right here, I'm just going to turn the velocity down on some of the notes. So I'll basically just have this right here. And then I'm just going to add some rolls here and there just to see where it fits. So it's a super basic hi-hat pattern, but you definitely don't want to overdo it, since the melody and the vocal is pretty much what should ride the beat. Now let's add an open hat on the first hit. Open hat right here as well. Go with some snares just to add some extra bounce. So now it's time for the 808 as well. I'm going to use this gear 808 right here. Definitely need to add a kick to that 808, so just copy the same pattern over. Remember guys, if you want to use the same drum sounds as me, make sure you cop the No Limit drum kit using the link down below. So that's pretty much it from me, and I hope you guys enjoy the beat.
Shut up, Marko. Marko?